Hello, hello, hello. Dorothy here at Done by Dorothy, and I am here today to share with you a haul from my library book sale. Now, I live about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes from Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and they have a book sale once a month. Not once a month now because of COVID. It used to be once a month. Now it's, whenever they get around to it. But I happened to actually hit this month's, and I absolutely love going to their sales um, because they have such good prices and things like that. But check out your local library if they do a book sale to try to raise money. It is one of the best resources for books that you can use for junk journaling. So I went and hit mine up and lucked out because I happened to get there on the day that anything that they considered a children's book or an educational book was $2 for a grocery bag full. So, I went through, there was a ton of books, lots of children's books, things like that, but there's only a certain type of books I was looking for. So I did find a Golden Field Guides from St. Martin's Press, Trees of North America. And this has just gorgeous. Look at the leaves and the trees in here. So lots of really great pictures. And if they have nuts and pine, look at all the pine cones. I mean, just tons of pictures, and it's like close to 300 pages. And then when you get in the back, it has like the flowering trees. It's got, the flowers on there. That's so pretty. The pretty fall leaves. Berries, tons of stuff. So I thought that was a good find. And then they had a Trees of Ohio field guide, which this one I sort of like because, okay, so let me go back here. Okay, so say like this one has a spruce. Then, it has the picture. And I love their whole page. So, I mean, they're perfect just to slide into a pocket by themselves, even if you didn't want to put anything with them. I'm trying not to flip too fast, but there's quite a few books to share. So, yeah, I love that. So, love the little tree things. Then they had a Wildflowers of Ohio book. And this, oh my gosh, you guys, was the find of the day. It has wildflowers, but it's one of those where you're going to have to break the spine down, but it has them. There's 3 per page. And it has like the name of them and pictures of them. So these are just perfect. And it has the name on them. And then, even if you wanted to cut the page across that had the information for those herbs on it, and do like 2 back to back, it would work. You would lose, half of them, but even still, there's, let's see, 200 pages. Let's see, there's 205 pages. So, well, okay, 204. So even if you did that, you would still have 102 pages with 3 on there. So you're still talking 300, 600, 102 and 3 on there, 306 little herb cards you can make out of this book. So we may be doing some making out of there. I found this book, and it is from the early 1900s. It's called The Peterkin Papers from the Looking Glass Library, and I just loved the cover of this. We actually collect older books for our own personal library too, and that's what this is going into, not so much for junk journaling, but I like that. My husband is an avid Charlie Brown / Peanuts collector, and I found this so cute little Charlie Brown a Peanuts, a Charlie Brown Christmas book with this cute little heavy Christmas tree charm on it. And it's the whole entire Peanuts Christmas story in mini form, which I'm not going to tear it up, but I thought that would be the cutest little junk journal. Okay, I found this, the Backyard Birds of North America. And and it tells all about them. So I'm like, how cute is that? I mean, because you pretty much could just use a page, an information page, just to fold it in half and tuck it under a paper clip in a book, or, and then there's a whole section on attracting birds to your backyard, all kinds of stuff in there. I'm not sure what this is. Somebody's personal papers that probably shouldn't be in there. Yeah, apparently that shouldn't be in there. I was able to get my hands on this, which is the Elementary Spelling Book. This is a reprint, but it is based off of the 1908 version of the spelling book. So it's got like the spelling list and all of that, which is super, super cool. Love that. Love the book cover. And then again, I was excited when I got there, when I realized that the children's books were 50 cents a piece. And I was like, oh, how cool. Then when they told me $2 a bag. So my husband went to town in a little golden book area. I got a child's year, and most of these are in like phenomenal shape, you guys. I mean, like there's no writing in them. No, nothing. It's like somebody bought them and put them up. But how cute is this? And there's one for every month. The only thing I wish that I don't like is because like it has January and February are on 2-page spreads. So it's not so bad. And then there's like March. So, like this one has May on the back. But then you get to June, and for whatever reason, July and August, they only did 1 page. So there's not that, you don't have that spacing, which I wish I had. But I love the pictures. This would be perfect for a planner. To put these throughout. So it might become a planner. And there's the Pokey Little Puppy. This is the 1976 version. This one, let me go back to this, was from 1992. Because I know sometimes people want to reference yours because it makes it easier to find. So the Pokey Little Puppy from 1976. And again, you guys, these are like in mint condition. There's not even a scratch or writing on the page or nothing. It's pretty crazy. A Child's Garden of Verses. I love this one. Now this one did have writing in it. And this one is from 1971. And it's all the little verses. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So there was that one. And then I had never seen this one before. My husband said he hadn't either. And it's from 1958. So that may be why. But it's a birds one. So I thought that was really interesting. And there's, again, look at the baby birds. It's all about birds, which I had never seen. But yeah, it was from the 1950s. So 1958. I thought that was pretty cool. So, and it's in good shape. Here's a little golden book called So Big. This is just a sticker. So I'm going to work on getting that off without pulling any of the back page off. It's from 1972. How Big is Baby? Isn't that pretty? I love this spread right here. It's so pretty. So we'll probably be doing this one as a baby book. Jenny's New Brother. And it even has somebody's little address label on it, which probably should come right off, I would think. At least so. Well, I'll work on getting that later. Let me turn that so. It is from 1970. So I thought that would be cute to use as a little boy baby book. So cute. Let's see. And there's the Counting Rhymes book. 1971. So all these are about the... So again, this is the counting book. So I thought that would be really cute to even do like for a baby book if you wanted to, or just as a little kid's book. And then there's Baby Deer. And this one is from 1974. And again, it's all about baby. So that would be cute. This Saggy Baggy Elephant, because, you know, who can pass up the Saggy Baggy Elephant, right? 1978. And again, the pictures are just immaculate. No writing, no nothing. Perfect condition other than somebody's address. Toodle. And this one is one that can't go into it because that can't go into a little golden book because this was my husband's favorite little golden book. It's from 1973. Well, okay, this version is. But so yeah, you know, the pictures are again in the best shape. Try to put that to the side. Walt Disney's Robin Hood. It was a Mickey Mouse book club. Or a Mickey Mouse Club book. So and it was 1955. So this is the 1955 Robin Hood version. So that would be really cute to sort of do a Robin Hood one. So there's that. Then I found this. It's called Magic Carpet. I loved the way that the book cover is just amazing. Absolutely love it. And this is was copyright 1954. And I love this because there's just amazing pictures in here. And there's colored pictures and black and white pictures. But just like every single page is just gorgeous. And there's writing on some of the pages. And I love that. I love, you know, that this little kid, like, you know, wrote all inside of it. And I love the 1958 pictures. Absolutely gorgeous. So I thought that was really cool. And then I found this book, and it's called Period Piece. And it is from, it says the Book of the Month Club. So I'm not sure. 1952 is when it was made. 1953 is when it was first. And there's some pictures throughout. I love the aging on the pages. You know, but most definitely love that grunge around the outside edges. But this is what caught my fancy. First of all, the front cover was this was already tore off the front, so I got to try to do some cleaning up there. But I loved the book cover. It's just got the one tab at the bottom. And then that tab is not even the same color as this tab, as the side, which I thought was funny. But it's got this really pretty line design on it. Almost looks like a ledger. So I picked that up for a little bit of nothing. Okay, let me move some of these out of the way because I'm getting this massive pile up here. And sorry about my squeaky chair. Okay. But this, A Treasury of Irish Stories is called A Pot of Gold. Poetry, folklore, and of course Blarney. But I love the little pictures in here. And my husband actually found this. And it was $1. It had been $19.99 if you bought it new. There's this gorgeous little map of Ireland. in the front with all of the counties in it, which I love. I love this book. The pictures in it are amazing. I'm thinking, okay, these are so, like, should be on a tag. But, you know. I love it. And there's just so many gorgeous pictures throughout. How pretty is that? So, lots of things that you can... Isn't that pretty? The cliffs. So, yeah, honestly, this book would be really cool to turn into a junk journal itself and keep all of the pages. If you could, I don't know. I haven't really even looked at the spine of it to see what's what. I normally do, and I haven't with this. But you could always, I mean, there's a nice big, well, no, it's sewn in. Signatures, because right there's stitching. Nice. Yep. So, yeah, very doable. Yeah, that is all in signatures. So, yeah, you very well could turn this into an actual junk journal. I don't know what size page or what size this book is, but you very much could do it. 7 3/4 by 10. So you could use 8.5 by 11-inch pages too, and seam them together. Yeah, so this might be a cute one. And this cover is on here, but the dust jacket, the cover is the same. I think. Let me see if it says. I'm trying to see if it has the pot gold part of the. Yes, the cover is the dust jacket is the same as the cover. So yeah, this dust jacket comes off and very much could do that. So that is really, really pretty. Oh, this one's a big one. The Audubon Society Encyclopedia of North American Birds, coming in with a whopping spine of 2 1/4 inches. This is a big book, and it's, like I said, by the Audubon Society, and just there's a lot of information about birds. So there's not like pictures. There's some pictures on every page, but just a lot of bird information, and you'll get like, various bird pictures. But every so often, like, see, I mean, you get little pictures of birds you could use on tags and stuff like that. But every so often, you come into the main pages and the color pages. And then there's just like page after page of birds of all sorts. Really, really pretty. So yeah, you can do lots of bird books, and like this is one section, and like there'll be, that section of pages, and then a whole nother section of, and I mean, I could flip through here all day and you'll never see all the birds. I love this right here with the moon and the geese in the back. So pretty. But yeah, so there's just page after page after page. Your bigger birds towards the front, then you get into some little birds and stuff in the back. More smaller birds, I guess you should say. Just all kinds of, your woodpeckers, and you have woodpeckers, and you have all your wrens. And like these are all the different kinds of woodpeckers. I mean, you could literally do just a book on woodpeckers out of all the warblers. Just like all kinds of It's just amazing the amount of, but yeah, tons of bird pictures in those. So I'll put that to the side. There's a couple in here that are really big. Some are really big. This is a history of art. And again, it comes in at a whopping 2-inch spine. And it is a plethora of just art pictures through the ages. You know, the old Italian art versus, and you know, there's the whole timeline, but just picture after picture after picture of art. And then you get into the newer stuff, you know, so you get, you know, modern art versus, which is sort of nice. You have that whole timeline. So if you want to pull pictures, you know, that say of art and you're working on a certain time period, you can pull art from that period, which is sort of nice. So, yeah, loved that book. And I'm not going to flip through these because there's like so many pages. Okay, that one up there. And I found the Encyclopedia of Marks from 1780 to 1980. So all of the like trademarks, and it's on American, English, European earthenware, ironstone, and stoneware. And it's about 1 inch and 3/4. And it is, I love it. It's all the little, so I'm like, so going to be cutting these out to put on tags and snippet rules and those things, because I mean, they're like, and it, you know, the back part is list, which you can just use as filler pages and whatever, you know what I mean? There's some in the back, but yeah. And then there's some bigger ones, some smaller ones. You see there's some larger ones. I mean, how cute is that? And ink those up. You know, coffee dye your page to age it, and then, you know, cut it or tear it and ink up the edges. But, and then you have all those list pages you can just use as, you know, filler background pages for tags, or, you know, as base pages. These are nice and thick and big, so they would be really good to do like masterboard pages on, that type of thing. But yeah, but you have this whole front section. I mean, look, some of them are beautiful. I mean, you get some that are bigger like that. They're just gorgeous. And some of them have like really pretty pictures. Some are more basic. I don't know if you can see this. These right here is really pretty. So yeah, I was excited about that because, I mean, you can always use that kind of stuff on, you know, especially the vintage looking like that. So I was excited about that. So yeah, that's a whole book of maker's marks and all of that. And there's quite a few, you know, different, you can actually look up, you know, older companies and all of that. Like there's Rogers, like with all the still, so yeah, so lots and lots and lots and lots in there. Oh. That was my pile of books. The Pooh songbook. This is the Pooh songbook, 1961. And It is amazing. And it has all the songs and tons of the vintage Pooh pictures. I mean, like old pictures of Pooh and Tiglet and Rabbit. Let me hold this up closer to see. See? It's the old vintage and all the sheet music that goes along with it. So, yeah, I was super excited to find that. So, that was cool. Then, I found a collection of books, and I paid $5 for the set. There's 4. I paid $5 for the set. They had been $25 a piece. So I'm going to set this to the side and pull around one at a time. They're Carolyn Rome. And like this is her winter notebook, garden, hearth, tradition, and home is sort of her thing. And if you don't know who Carolyn Rome is, search her on YouTube. You will be inspired beyond belief. She is her color and just her the way that she layers and builds and decorates is amazing, and it's so inspiring, and you will get so many ideas. So this is the Carolyn Rome Winter Notebook, and first off, I absolutely love the fact, that it's got a folder with pockets in it, and the pictures in here are beautiful. If you don't want it for any other reason than to maybe use the pictures, it would be worth it. She has hellebores, which are flowers that bloom in the winter. There's a whole section on them, and just look at the pictures. And I'll just sort of, you could just do so much with this layouts and the spreads, and, take so much inspiration from the color. And then she has like the journal part, the note taking or journal part, holiday planning, she walks you step by step on how to make things. There's recipes, again, a note taking page, gift wrapping ideas, just an endless entertaining, decorating your tables, again, a note taking, a Christmas party, and again, this is all Christmassy stuff, so it's a little bit about potatoes for in spring. So if you're doing garden, all kinds of recipes, all about potato chart, carnations. Look at that picture. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, these pictures are just she just walks through on how to do it, how to mix up your flowers. Look at this page by itself. It would just be pretty. And there's like flower lore. Like it talks about carnations, and it tells you about different types of the carnations. So you could just really use this in a million different ways. Good luck gifts, good luck quotes, a whole page of quotes on good luck. So if you get a chance to get, this one's all about branches. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? These would be beautiful. You cut that down, put that in a journal. And then name a list of branches, names of branches, soups. And there's pages of recipes with vegetables. So, if you're doing a cookbook or recipe book, somebody dog-eared the pages. I cannot stand that when people do that. So there's all kinds about that. Then there's Valentine's Day. And this is just, there's a whole section on topiaries and how to make topiaries, which you know, and then you get back into the resource, what she calls the end papers, and, you know, contributors and all that. And then again, there's another folder in the back so that you can put notes and stuff in. So you can get so much inspiration from these. That is the winter book. Here's the spring. And again, I got all 4 seasons. So winter, spring, summer, and fall. And I'm telling you guys, these are worth getting just for the beautiful pictures. I mean, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And here's a whole section about daffodils. And look at the different pictures of daffodils. So, I mean, you literally could cut out the pictures and do a whole spread on daffodils. Then there's a whole page that tells you about daffodils. Easter time. And I love the note pages. There's Mother's Day. You know, and I mean, the pictures are just gorgeous. Tulips. And there, you know, like there's the whole garden spread there. I mean, there's just so many things you could do with these. I just love these. So yeah, then there's like a tulip chart. This is probably my favorite. I love pansies. They remind me of my grandmother. My grandmother's room was purple, and they've always reminded me of my grandmother. And these purple is just, I mean, look at this. I love this page. I mean, seriously, unbind this, fold this in half. You've got a journal page right there with so much color. It's so pretty. You could coffee dye it, or leave it the way that it is. And there's just so much. And it tells you like how to make moss covered pots. You know, recipes all about asparagus. So I'm going to try to flip forward here. Here's a whole section on pinies with some beautiful pictures. I mean, look at this page. This page itself is just all the little pictures, things that you can do with them, you know, mixing them up. This is gardening season, so it talks about planting your garden and planting, all, you know, proper times to plant, all that stuff. I have looked through these, how to build trellises for your garden, garden journal pages, garden plan, grid paper, garden plan note paper, and then again your end papers. So the spring, summer, when you get into these, I mean, it gets prettier because of, you know, the season. Doing a perennial flower border. I mean, it's pretty. Try to flip through and find different sections. And there's always a section, the potager has a lot, is about garden usually. Hydrangeas. Again, recipes. I mean, look at the picture's so pretty. So much color. All your pinks. Oranges. All your garden. The whole section about corn, because it covers different vegetables and stuff. Peaches, blueberries, the 4th of July. Just trying to get to. Okay, so I was trying to get to one specific. Aha, roses. There's a whole section on roses, and when I say a section, it has planting points, care, pest disease, all your about your roses. Pictures of old roses. Pictures of yellow roses. Pictures of pink roses. I mean, there's just page after page. you know, and then it lists different types, a whole celebration of 4th of July, all the yellows and peach stuff. Okay. And then we'll go through fall, and I will end this video. I'm sorry, I'm dragging on. These Carolyn Rome books, seriously, they're so, they're inspiring, I think. I mean, look at that page. It's just, if you are one that color and being outside and flowers and all of that inspire you, you know, then these books you need to get. These are all about dahlias. They're just so pretty. You know, it's the cleanup, and I love it's the fall cleanup. Everything's in black and white. I loved this. You know, like the garden plan. I think that's so cool. Just trying to get to the, yeah, there you go. Autumn tones. I mean, how pretty is that? And again, tons of Thanksgiving recipes of all sorts. Pumpkins and squash, Halloween, like sort of old like barn dance type Halloween. I mean, how cute is that? And just all of the orange and browns and I mean, just gorgeous fall color. But yeah, so if you're one that I come back to this picture every time. I just love that. If you're one that gets inspired by color, you know, these definitely are worth putting on your radar. You know, I don't know about, I haven't looked on eBay, places like that to see if you could find them, you know. I just happened to come across these 4 at my book sale and fell in love with them, and I've not stopped looking at them since I got them. So I just wanted to share those with you because they've inspired me already. You know, they get your gears rolling. So yeah, again, Carolyn Rome, if you can't find these, search her on YouTube and you'll find tons of videos where they show houses that she's done and all that, which will give you tons of idea because it's just overflowing with color and decorations. So I hope you enjoyed sort of flipping through the books I got at my library book sale. I hope you have a great day, and we will see you again next time. Bye.